What you need to do to get your marketing act together. If you want to make more money, which I know you do, and you want to work less, well, there are certain things that you need to do. And people ask me all the time, why is it that people change? You know, what causes someone to change? I talk to realtors that have been in the business for 5, 10, 15, 20 years, and they pretty much get the same production, and then uh, they make a decision to change. That's what happens. People get tired of living a certain way, and if that's you, and you've decided you want to make a change, you've got to learn from people that are doing more than you are. When I was a kid, I played tennis. I played tennis with two different kids. One guy I could beat handily. I could beat him easily, and when I played that kid, I never got better. The other kid would always beat me up. He was a way, way better tennis player, and of course, that's how I got better. I got better playing with that guy. So it's the same thing with your real estate business. You want to hang around with people that do more than you do. There's a lot of truth in what our parents told us, right? When we were growing up, they said, you know, if you hang around with bad people, you could end up, bad things could happen. If you hang around with good people, good things could happen. So that's one of the keys of hanging out with people that are successfully doing the thing that you want to do. It rubs off. Also, I want to talk to you about the test of an educated person. Many people, when they're faced with a new idea, if that new idea doesn't fit with the way they presently think, they push that idea away and they say that idea is wrong because it doesn't fit with their way of thinking. They sort of back into the future, dragging all their past experiences with them. Let's agree. If you want to do better this year than you did last year, you cannot keep doing the same stuff that you've been doing. I mean, it's pretty obvious, right? And so how do we change? Well, we have to understand paradigms are very important. Paradigms, it's our inner programming. Your paradigm controls the way you think, and a lot of that's dictated by the way we were raised by our parents. You know, the way your experience through school, everything that's happened to you in your life, it sort of dictates the way you think about things, the way you see the world. So when you get into real estate, really what you do is you copy, right? You look around at what all the other real estate agents are doing and you copy them and you end up getting the same results. So I want you to think about whatever you're doing right now in real estate, you copied it from somebody. And you want to make sure that you're just copying the right people, because if you take a look at the money pyramid in real estate, 80% of people fail. That's the mistake I made when I first got in the business. I look around at what the masses of real estate agents are doing, and I copy that. And we call that the old school paradigm. So, you know, you're pretty much doing what everyone else is doing, knocking on doors, chasing expired listings for sale by owners, etc., and you're getting the same results, and you're frustrated. And doing it the old way, you know, trading your time for money, there's a limit to what you can do. And so what we learn to do is, if we want to sell more houses, we just work harder, right? And that'll only take you so far. So you go from working 5 days a week to 6 days a week to 7 days a week, 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day. And the reason you got into real estate is you wanted freedom, right? You wanted money and you wanted freedom. And to be successful in real estate, doing it the old way, the very first thing you lose is this freedom. So I'm here today to tell you about how to fix that. You know, first I had to fix it for my own life, and then I realized that this system that I used to help me become successful, that I figured out because of my own necessity, was absolutely transferable. What I did to be successful, this system had nothing to do with Craig Proctor. Okay, it was the systematic way I was doing it, and everybody I teach it to who applies it the way I applied it, they start to have the same quantum leaps, the same success in their business. So really what it comes down to is are you ready? And not everybody is ready for massive change. But if you are, you're watching this, you're saying enough is enough. I want a better life. I want to have a real estate business that serves my life. I don't want to be a slave to this business. Then there's a couple things we're going to talk about today. First problem we have when we get into the business is we just don't have any customers. You know, they teach us all the rules, they teach us the paperwork, they teach us how to be ethical, and that's all important. But the one thing, like they teach us what to do once we have a client, the one thing they forget to teach us is how to get any. So that was kind of a big shock for me when I first got into real estate. How do I get any clients? Now remember, The only reason I got into the real estate business is my father had been a realtor for 20 years at the time. So, nobody I knew was going to use me. Friends and family were going to use my father. He was established in the business for 20 years. So, like you, I made the same mistake that we all make. I did what they told me to do. I just copied exactly what they told me to do, and I did it, and I worked harder and harder and harder and harder. And after about the first year in the business, I realized that this is not for me. So I had to figure out how to be successful, and it wasn't doing it the traditional way. So most of what I learned, most of what I figured out came from industries outside of real estate. Okay, so I studied industries outside of real estate, brought those concepts into real estate. And they say that industries are reinvented from the outside, and that's exactly what I did. So if you've got your pen handy, I'm going to give you today some strategies here, really 5 strategies if you want to make more money and you want to work less, because I know you do. Here are the 5 strategies. You might want to write them down. Number 1, you cannot be another ordinary real estate agent. Okay, there's just way too many real estate agents out there. So we teach you how to set yourself apart from other real estate agents and not be just another ordinary real estate agent. Number 2, you have to attract clients so the clients feel like they're finding you. They don't feel like you're chasing them. So we teach you what it is that you need to offer buyers and sellers to compel them to come to you. So the buyers and sellers are chasing you. And that brings you actually to number 3, which is now you can deliberately repel clients that are not a great fit with you. So once you have an abundance of clients, you've got too many of them, you can choose who you want to work with. And obviously you're going to choose to work with the most sincere, the most qualified, the most ready to act buyers and sellers in the marketplace. And that brings us to number 4, which is you can now start investing money, once you've got money coming in, to replace manual grunt labor with smart systems and smart technology. And the 5th component to this is choosing narrow target markets. Your message is important. How you reach them, whether it be Facebook, online or offline, is important. But who is your best who's? Some who's, some people in your marketplace will be better than others. It might be certain neighborhoods will be better than other neighborhoods. Buyers or sellers in certain price ranges, it will be a better fit for you. So once you figure that out, and we teach you how to figure that out, what happens is you determine what is the best message, what is the best marketplace, target market to aim that message at, and what is the best media to use to deliver that specific message to that piece of the market that's most effective for you. And when you get all that together, when you have the right message aimed at the right marketplace, using the right media, what happens is you get the right results. And you never have to make a cold call again. You don't have to door knock. You don't have to sit in traditional open houses. All of that goes away. And that's exactly what happened to me. My first year in the business, I struggled. I think I sold, 15 houses, which, I was able to get by. But 3 years into this, figuring out direct response marketing and technology and how to use this, within 3 years, I was named the #1 RE/MAX agent in the world, not in the country, in the world, for commissions earned. So I'm a young guy. I do this in a couple years. So in my 20s, and I kept being one of the top RE/MAX agents in the world for 15 years straight. Now, everything I just talked to you about is completely duplicatable for you. Any of you can do this, and we'd be happy to show you how to get started. The easiest ways to get started is some of the free training we provide. We provide free half-day seminars. You can go to craigproctor.com. Go to craigproctor.com. You can also request a free business consultation. Again, it's just myname.com. We'd be happy to talk to you or have you come out to one of our free live events, show you how all this works. You get to meet with other Craig Proctor members who are successfully doing the thing that you want. So if you have any questions, of course, you can call my office toll free at 1-800-538-1034. But our website, check it out. It's my name, craigproctor.com. Go to craigproctor.com. Check out the free training seminars, and we'll offer you a free coaching consultation, help you analyze your business, and get you started on the right approach for the best year ever in your real estate career. Thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you soon.